good pair of daily trainer able to handle any type of workout that you throw on it? Can Asics NovaBlast 3 able to handle it all? Let's find out after 200 kilometers. Hi all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Kevin. Today we're going to have a full review on this Asics NovaBlast after 200 km. Today I bring these shoes out for a 10 km base run around 5:20 pace. Before we start, there is a timeline below. Feel free to move around on the chapter that you want to watch. And disclaimer, these shoes, no one sent it to me or pay me to do this review. I purchased these shoes by my own money. Let's start with the specs. For the specs, this is a neutral daily training shoes by the Asics. So for the stack height on the heel is 38mm and the forefoot is 30mm. So it had 8mm drop. There are a few different data that showing different kind of stack height of the shoes. But what I feel about the shoes is around 38mm. So I will stick with it. So these shoes for US size 11, it weighs 286 grams. For these shoes, there's no carbon fiber plate, and it using one piece of FF Blast Plus foam on the form of the shoes. So on the bottom, there's full rubber coverage, and the upper is a engineering mesh upper. It's quite ventilated, and for the tongue, it using those V-shaped racing fit, very thin layer of tongue. So for the padding around the heel, there's quite a lot, and the amount of padding are just nice for the shoes. So for the price that Asics selling right now is Ringgit Malaysia around 529 Ringgit. So this is a quick specs for the shoes. Let's start with the like and dislike before we go to the condition of the shoes after 200 km. So the first like definitely is the lightness of the shoes, the responsive bounciness, and the amount of the cushion of these shoes. Even though it's after 200 km, the bounciness still at there. The second like is definitely is the grip on the shoes when the road is dry. And the third one is the upper. It's a very nice padding, comfortable and ventilated upper. For the dislike is the grip. The grip when it's wet. The grip when it's wet, it doesn't seem like exists on these shoes. Because of the pattern around the shoes, it seems like there's enough place for the water to disperse away when I try to land on the shoes. So that is one of the dislike about these shoes. Let's talk about how I use these shoes in this 200 km period. I use it on easy and recovery run, base run, long run, speed workout, interval, and stride also. And these shoes able to deliver. What I can say is this is the current best shoe of the year right now. So let's see about the wear and tear on the upper. So if you see on the upper, there's no hole or anything, just a bit of dirt around the shoes because I wear the shoes during rain also, because now it's rainy season. So I just wear the shoes, go out for a run. So for the upper, there's no wear and tear, just a bit of here chipping off the collar there. And for the foam, you can see all the crease around the foam, all the compressed crease around the foam. And once we go to the bottom of the shoes, we can see some of the wear and tear on the exposed foam around this area. Why? Because when we land, these rubbers intend to go in and will expose this foam to the root. So this exposed foam will be chilled by the root when we strike it and we pull it. So you can see there's a very obvious foam eating, chipping away at this kind of area. Same as the back over here, because this is my landing pattern. When I land, I intend to land over pronate out, so there's some exposed form have been chipped away by the road. Let's see on the other side. On the other side, also the same. You can see the front, this area, the exposed form are intend to be beaten away by the street. So same as here, and same as the back over here. For the upper, on the other side, same, there's no wear and tear. Everything seems look very good and still intact after 200 km. And the crease around the form. So this is mostly the wear and tear of the shoes. How the shoes feel after 200 km. First, the bounciness still available. Still a lot of bounciness around these shoes. It's not like the other pair, the Hoka Mark 5 that I used on the previous. After 200 km, you can feel the significantly loss of the bounciness of the shoes. But meanwhile, for NovaBlast 3, you can't really feel the loss of the bounciness, even though it has been 200 km and you can see all the crease around the shoes, the foam crease. And the grip on the dry definitely still available, and for the RD grip still a lot. For the upper, I didn't feel any hot spots around the shoes, even though I wear few different kind of socks, the thick socks and the thin socks. I didn't feel any hot spots around the shoes. Everything feels so comfortable on the top, and overall this is a very good pair of daily training shoes. Conclusion, Asics NovaBlast 3 is the best daily trainer of 2022. Why I say so? It's able to handle all different kind of workout that I put on it, and is still able to perform. And you can see the amount of the degree of the shoes are just slightly a bit too neat. So definitely I will use this shoe for most of my run until 600 or even 800 km if these shoes able to handle it. So this is the full review of the Asics NovaBlast 3 after 200 km. See you guys in the next review. Bye.